able to hear me loud and clear. That is a picture I'm working on. My ancestor back there. She don't play about moi, okay? Welcome back. If you're new here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and show your girl some love. We are on our way to 2K, almost there, you guys. Today I'll be using the Dreamscape Oracle deck, right? Let's give this shit a shuffle. And as you guys come in, just let me know if you can hear me. Because I see the green light on, so. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Let me know. If not, then welcome, welcome. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. We're doing a live reading today. I can't see. It says one person, but you know how usually they pop up in the chat. I don't see nobody. I just see one person and some hearts. Thank you for supporting me. If you've yet to subscribe, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show me some love, right? We're going to get into today's reading. I'm just willingly picking up on energy, right? Willingly. Okay. So we have the Seer card. And we also have Memory. So we're going to get into what the Dreamscape Oracle says about these. So whoever I'm speaking to, this message is for you. So for Memory, right? Memory says, be mindful of the memories you desire to keep. Let your memories drive your imagination to new heights. Meaning, don't dwell on past memories, right? That trigger you or cause paranoia or cause like those sad feelings, right? Do not dwell on the loss that you experience, but make new memories, right? Think about the happy times you did experience, times when you was living free, right? Without limitation. The seer, let's get into what the seer means, right? Somebody, because I'm using the dreams, I never use this card. It says 33, and you know 33, like, come on, if that ain't confirmation, then I don't know what is. And I turn right to it because I'm too accurate, right? Listen to the universe in order to bring the dreams of insight. Locate the balance between fate and free will. Meaning, we know that we all have a destined path, but you do have the free will to forge your path in the way you desire. So that's for somebody else out there. This is giving two different energies. So we have one person who keeps replaying negative memories, and we have another person who is taking life too serious. And that theme has came up a few times throughout the week. You know, we understand there's always something tragic going on. There's always going to be bad news, right? Maybe you need to turn off the news, start watching the news, and go make some memories, go have fun. I hope you guys can hear me. Let's get into this reading. We started it off good. I like these cards. These is pretty. You guys can't really see it because I got this damn thermal filter on. So, should I do a love reading? No, because the love readings always go sour. Y'all know how that shit go. Y'all know how that shit go. When we intentionally try to tap into the love reading, usually I get a message beforehand, but today I'm just like, because I'm too much in my own energy. Like today I was just lax, even though I was pissed off earlier, like this morning. I just been feeling like my patience is running thin, you know. And I'm only human, so it's okay. I don't always have to be patient if I don't want to, right? I don't always have to be understanding if I don't want to. The goal is to get back to that energy, right? Because if you're being impatient and all of these negative things all the time, then it will consume you, and now that becomes who you are. You're an impatient person. So I'm giving myself grace today and like, fuck it. Today I don't got the time, right? I'm speaking about myself, by the way. I'm not projecting on you guys. Like, you're not an impatient person. Some of you may be, some of you may not be, right? Let's get a card. What do you need to know today? Let's see. I love it. You know how people got their video games. I got my game. I don't play it. But everybody has that thing that they love to do, whether it's read a book, whether it's go swimming, or everybody got that one thing that they actually could do daily. Me, I like playing with my cards. Like, I like to visualize. I've always been that person, like from the time I was in school, like from the beginning of school, kindergarten on up. Where the teacher reads a book. Yeah, I remember the little baggies. You used to remember, look, okay, let me not get sidetracked. Let me just finish the thought and go back to the point I was gonna make. Remember the little baggies we used to get from kindergarten, and you collect the books from your little class library, and just the smell of it, that's nostalgic for me. Like, and we spoke about somebody making new memories and not dwelling on the old ones. So maybe you're going back to childhood memories, and it's coming up for a reason, you know. Those childhood memories, we grown as fuck, like, and I notice as you get older, sometimes your memory gets stronger. See, when I was younger, I could say my memory, I just put it to the back burner. But as I'm more at peace and as I mature, like, my memory from childhood gets clearer and clearer and clearer, right? Things become revealed. And it's all it all plays a role, right, in my current reality. Somebody is being told that you're too amazing to follow everyone else, forge your own path. We just spoke about, remember, we had the seer card and the memory. See, this sets the tone. That's something told me pick these cards today. Because I didn't know what the message was going to be today, right? I just was like, let me go on live. Let me just tap into some energy of whoever's coming across my path today. Um, we spoke about the seer, right? Knowing the balance between fate and free will. This is for you, especially if you have gifts, right? That person that always wants to know what's coming next. Um, just know that you have the know-how and the resources to make the right decisions for you, right? Any decision you make after you become aware, it will benefit you because now you know better, right? Now you're not just going where people take you, the wind takes you. You're actually moving with purpose now. Do something kind for someone without any expectation, right? And you'd be surprised. That'll be the time when you can expect something, right? When you do shit freely, you never think about, oh, it's gonna come back. You're not thinking like that. You're just doing it from the kindness of your heart. If you know your fridge is overflowing, and if you keep extra food, it's gonna go rotten, and you could give it to somebody, do that, right? You're not expecting them to give you food back. You're not expecting them to give you money for the food. Just do it, right? You're forging your character. You're creating who you want to be moving forward. I am a giver, right? You may not have been a giver. So I may be speaking to somebody who recently had an awakening and want change so bad that you conjured this awakening up, right? Because you was tired of the same day-to-day bullshit. You was tired of the same pattern. You wanted to break free. So we sometimes manifest our awakenings at the right time. But your higher self know why. Whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, like everybody's timing is different. Your soul knows what you can take and when you'll be ready to lift that veil, right? Do something nice for somebody. You may have been a selfish person in your past, and now you want to, like, okay, well, how do I be a good person? Start by just giving, right? You don't need a thank you even. You don't. The person don't have to be coherent. Just do it, right? You're also being told that remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. So although you're changing, friends, your homeboys may not be able to fucking come with you. Just know that, right? And you have once you accept that fact, then it'll be much easier on you moving forward because then that'll save you a bunch of headaches, right? Dang, I thought my boo would be, my day one will be here with me. No, they was there for that season and for that time. Oh, I'm this getting real specific for somebody. You got the Ten of Pentacles. When I say, like, you might not even have to wait as long as people. If you recently made this change and we recently became awakened or started seeing the world different, and this Ten of, what happened, Buggy? and this Ten of Pentacles energy came out immediately. That's showing like you was already busting moves before you even had any real idea like how it will affect your life. You are that person who came to save the day for you. You may have realized like, hey, nobody's coming to help me. No matter if you've been around loyal people, but they was loyal for that season, for that environment, right? You don't need somebody to come fight with you no more because you're not even entertaining shit like that. You don't need somebody to come embarrass niggas with you. You're not inviting that energy in anymore. So now you need new loyal friends. You need new loyal family, right? People that's and you will come across people along your path that usher you in and give you tips, like drop gems along your way on how to navigate, right? Because awakening isn't really talked about amongst people. Like, yeah, when I would like no, like I said, we're spread out thin. Most of the information comes from social media, or you may run into somebody at the grocery store, like that random person. It's not random. It's they set put on your path for a reason, so you can hear something, right? That you need to hear. Don't slap my knee. We on camera. Stop. Sit down. Where my hanger? They put my hanger right here because he know better. Yes. He not pissing me off no more, by the way. But yeah, so we got King of Wands, and so I feel like I'm talking to a masculine, right? We got this King of Wands, so in the Wheel of Fortune. Let me explain this for you. The King of Wands uses his phallic, right? His male part. So you may have been that type of person who had I want to say mad bitches, but dealt with mad females, or just was doing your thing, living your life, and you're coming out that energy. You're realizing why it's not a good idea to mix and mingle, to spread yourself thin, because I'm hearing that the catalyst for this awakening, you may have been heartbroken or betrayed by a woman, and it sparks, everything happens for a reason. It sparks something in you, right? It causes Wheel of Fortune to turn. You like, wait, you probably realize you was attached to someone who didn't really um serve your highest good, right? The Wheel of Fortunes are your favorite though. I mean, no, the Wheel of Fortune, this is showing me that because you're coming out this energy, your life had uprooted. Like it was mad shit going left, and you trying to put two and two together, and nothing was just making sense. So this isn't like when you got the Ten of Pentacles, right? So you may have been at your pinnacle, right? Meaning like you was getting money, you had a woman you was dealing with, and then all of a sudden out the blue, shit start going left. So I'm not sure if this resonates shit, but I'm playing out a whole scenario in my head, like somebody who's on top of their shit. You got your homies, the bitches, the money, right? And then boom, it's like all of that shit came to a halt, right? And that's the moment you had the awaken. It's called the dark night of the soul, right? People talk about it, but not too much, because most of the people that are speaking now, like myself, I could get down. I've been out of that phase in my life for a little second now. So I'm learning different things. But the dark night of the soul, for anybody who may have experienced that, like, oh yeah, you feel like you just living life. You probably wasn't as aware as you are now, or saw things how you were. The dark night is you dying to your old self, right? You had to mourn your old self. That's if you're currently in this, or feel like, damn, my life hasn't been the same. You died. Your old self is shedding away as we speak, right? And you're evolving into something new, like that butterfly. This may be a feminine energy too, or feminine was a catalyst for this change, and that's confirmation, because I did not just say that this woman coming into your life, or if you're a woman, you know but it's given, you're having an epiphany about a feminine and what role they played in your life, right? So you're not gonna get into too much, right? You guys had the potential to work out. It's a potential finances clarity, right? You guys had the potential to work out. But we all have a choice at the end of the day. We could choose to ascend or cry about that shit and try to resist change. So I'm here and protect your crown at this time. If you have locks, if you wear braids a lot, even if you get a haircut, don't let everybody touch your hair. Or start covering your head up when you're in certain crowded spaces, right? Wearing a hat is fine. Wearing a do-rag is fine. Wearing a scarf is fine, right? Just protect your crown at this time, because when you go through this dark night of the soul, or this period where shit just start going, I'm on live, and shit start going left, you'll be picking, you may be developing gifts, or just may have these thoughts rushing, and not all the time is yours, right? You just may be sensitive to certain energies. Yeah, protect your crown. And if you need to, cut that shit off. Cut it off. That's what I'm here. If not, if you don't want to cut it, just cleanse it really good, your natural oils, and wrap it up. Reja, mommy on live. Go do that on the couch. Go on the couch. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because y'all know how it go. Get your Go on the couch. Here. I can't have this body. I would get copywritten. Here. You can sit on the couch. You don't gotta go in the room. Here. You want to sit on the couch? Raja, here. Take your tablet. My shirt, everything little on me, and I lost 20 pounds, so I'm not understanding. Everything a little on me, for real. Make it make sense, right? We outgrowing things. We're out, like I said, we die into our old self, right? That's what happens, almost like in a physical sense. Just think of you out, outgrowing your old self as your clothes. You need to change your wardrobe, change something, right? You may be change your sexual ways, anything. Change is it can be applied to anything. Change your appearance, change who you interact with, right? Especially when you're going through the dark night of the soul, you may be celibate. So that usually happens when you're going through that. And even after you've been on your journey for like 1 or 2 years, because you be real, you don't move how you did in the past. You don't date for potential, right? Because you intertwine with the wrong person, it caused unnecessary towers that could have been avoided. Now you know better, right? Yes, Buggy. Huh? Your tablet is on the back. You're being called to stand in your authority, right? Meaning your knows me knows, your yes me yes, right? Do not break, bend, or fold when it comes to what you stand on. If you say, okay, this is my standard, keep it there. Do not waver at this time, because we got a full moon coming on the 1st, I believe. And any full moon, any solar eclipse and all of this shit, which is rare. It seemed like I've experienced a few of them from the time I was young to now, and they say it's rare, but I'm like, I've experienced like 3 in my lifetime at least. I'm seeing a blackout, like somebody power, y'all paid your electricity. Claim your authority, right? And it's funny, I was talking about lunar eclipse because we got the sun card, but yeah, maybe something is being hidden from you at this time. That's why that energy, because it covers a portion of the sun, right? A solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, you see half of something, so you may not have a full understanding of where you're going, because we talked about forge your own path. So you may not understand, like, okay, so why am I being awakened? Which direction do I go into, right? What gifts do I have? And this is where protecting your crown and spending that time in solitude comes in, where you can hear clearly, right? I was trying to draw a picture of myself. As you can see, even though it's the neon shit, it don't look like me, but I'm like, that's one of my ancestors. I'm telling you, like, it's not finished yet, but you know how it goes. I'm just like, so you can hear from your ancestors clearly, because guess what? They love you, they care about you, but they will not coddle you. They will not make excuses for you. They will only lead you in the right direction. And then after that, you can have fun. You can make mistakes still, but your mistakes won't be dire this time, right? Yes, Buggy. You want what? Come here. I can't hear you. Raja, the remote's in there. Your food is in there. What else do you want? You can walk out here if you need something, right? Spend that time in solitude so you can hear clearly. Same way I just say hear clearly, and I'm like, come so I can hear you better, right? We always get confirmation. Like niggas be using anything as confirmation. Shit, I'll be grabbing for like, okay, confirmation, because we always like that reassurance. I know I do. Like it don't got to be from a human being, but if the universe send me a sign, like if I be like, should I buy these shoes, or debating about, I don't even be like, should I buy these shoes out loud? No, I just be like, have them in my shopping cart, look at them, close the laptop, and then I see a damn helicopter with a banner say buy them damn shoes, right? That's confirmation. I need something. Some of us, we don't need the encoded to decode shit. We want to see it straight up, right? Because that shit don't scare me no more. Maybe at first, like dark, when you go through that dark night of the soul, you be like, what the fuck, that I wake up in a whole nother world? No, you did it. It's just you start to see past the veil, right? But you may be the type of person who wants commitment, right? But you have to take this step in order to get that. Come here, Buggy. I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, y'all know when I come on here, it's Bougetto, right? I still gotta be a mommy. Let me go see what he wants. Femi, and what happened? Why you whining? What did you? I didn't hear what you said. What you want? What you want? Huh? You want to go to sleep? Use your words. What you want? Huh? What did you want? You want to play all day, Femi? Come. You want to come sit with mommy? Where's your BB? You're not going to sit in my chair. Where's your BB at? Hi, welcome to my channel. They can't hear you. He said, hi, welcome to my channel. You can sit with me while I do it, right? You can sit with me. I'm sitting right here. I don't know. I guess he bored in there, right? He said, hi, welcome to my channel. He be watching too much YouTube. That'd be the issue. And I'll be on YouTube, I guess, too much for him, right? So like I said, we be wanting confirmations that thank you for the hearts. They give you hearts, Femi. We be wanting like straight to the point, right? Confirmation. We don't want to have to decrypt shit. Like you don't want to hear God's voice himself. Like they say that if awakening scare you, imagine if you hear the voice, the real voice of the Most High. If any of us heard it, right? Nobody's heard the real voice of God. It's always inner, right? He speaks through us. He speaks to us. But you have to be in tune. Yeah, growth. You have to be in tune. Look, with self, I was saying you have to be in tune with self, and he pulled out the self-love card. You have to be in this energy before you can hear clearly. So if you may want commitment, or like, damn, why did I have to let these people go? Why did I have to move on from my old hoes? Like, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked. Where you're going, it wouldn't have worked. And I'm hearing that it was only a test for your growth, right? It was only a test so that you can evolve. What you were doing, the path you was going on wouldn't have worked, right? We all could have been in crazy situations. How many guys or women you hear in these love situations and they get lined up and they swear that bitch down, or they swear that person they would not like that, right? Yeah, you're dying to your old self. And trust, you will be coming in connection with someone real soon, but remain in that self-love energy so you can hear clearly and see who's for you. You'll know, right? You may be a dreamer like myself, so you may get it in a dream. They said hi. He said hi, y'all. Say hi back now. No. Say hi back now. Let me stop. I'll play to it. Right, like you've seen them videos. You may be goofy too. You've seen them videos where they say, "Oh, my baby about to show y'all. My man about to show y'all his drawing," and y'all better like it, right? And it was like, go ahead. And they're like, this is what I drew. Like, that's what it was giving me. Like, my baby about to say something, y'all better support it. um yeah, but you'll be in this laughter energy, this lighthearted energy real soon, right? You just have to, like I said, crown. So, and we got self-love to end it off. Maybe that's saying you need a change, right? A change in appearance. Maybe you go do something for yourself. Go buy yourself that outfit you've been holding off on. As long as it ain't 1,500, because it don't make sense at this time, right? Spending 1,500 on the outfit when you could get groceries, 10 outfits, some gas. If you drive in a new furniture for that, like I could name 100 things you could do with 1,500, as opposed to just buying one thing first. So, and you may be guided also to spend smarter. Don't just be so free with your money. You can give without spending a dime, right? Or without going in your pocket again. So like I said, if you see you got food that's still good and you know you're not going to eat it, it's going to spoil you, give it to somebody, right? Do something kind. You don't even need to thank you back. Just do it because you can, right? You're calling in more abundance, more blessings, more money, more love when you give freely. But also use your discernment. You'll be led on what to give and how to and how much, right? Um, I don't toss my cards on the floor no more, because guess what? You do it, you picking it up. You'll be led to, because you know sometimes, like today, I had to spend that little 20 because he threw my phone out the window, and I would have wound up spending more than that. So I didn't mind like spending 20. That was a portion of what I was gonna spend, right? Yeah, the phone out the window. Yeah, you threw my phone out the window. Why did you do it? No, it's not. Yay. Why did you do it? It's for me. Time is frozen. There is no more time. See that those are two contradictory statements. If time is frozen, and that's 5-5. So when change is occurring, it may seem like ain't shit happening in your life. We've all been in that stalemate energy where it's like we're not moving forward or backwards. We're just there, right? We're forced to sit in that moment, right? Time is frozen. 5-5, and that's crazy. We're talking about somebody who's going through a significant change. The Dark Knight is probably the worst change you'll ever go through, right? The worst and the best, because it's for your higher good. But this is just confirmation, the 5-5, that yeah, you're definitely experiencing a dramatic change, right? And it's no going. How that TV just turned on? I don't know the TV on. Yeah, I heard the TV just pop on, right? It was nothing playing. Let me find out this fucking Casper in here. Let's see. Who did it? Who did it? Unless you had the TV on full. What the hell? What the heck? Uh-uh. Yeah, the remote was on the thing. I know y'all heard that TV just get mad loud nowhere. That's crazy. The TV just turned, like when I went to go get him the tea. Yeah, when I say every time I do a reading, the last time the light was twitching, so I'm like, let me change the. After that, a few readings, I'm like, what the fuck, the light like blinking for? Then the TV cut on. I've had time where I got off live, glass break. Like I've experienced this shit, and then you may be experiencing. Like I said, certain God knows how much you can handle. Me, I've been experiencing weird shit my whole life. Shit, I say come to a balloon like, oh shit, and the balloon like frozen time, literally like this. So I'm used to it, but see, like one thing, I don't play with ghosts, ghouls, or goblins, right? But I do experience a lot of paranormal shit, and it will scare the average person. So it was a guy I was talking to. He do the graveyard, one of my favorite channels. See, I watch it like Ghost Whisperer and stuff. But I personally, you won't catch me in no damn cemetery. I hate funerals. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You won't catch me nowhere just calling shit in, right? The most I'll do is pick up on energy of whoever I'm speaking to for the moment, right? But I'm learning also how to hone in on certain gifts I have, right? How to interpret my own dreams. I got a somewhat of an understanding, because I've had dreams and then I've seen the same part before I even met people. I say this all the time, just if you guys aren't familiar with me. And when I meet them in real life, I'm like, oh, I saw you in my dream. So I know what type of intentions they come with, right? And that may scare the shit out of people. And I'm fine with that. Like, I've come to the realization, see, it's plenty of people out there like me, but they're always like labeled or go crazy or some shit. But that TV, I heard it. It was, my baby was right here. It was quiet. Now the TV, it seemed like somebody turned the fucking volume up on top of that. And they know I don't like loud fucking sound. It's like, ain't nobody else in here but me and my baby. I don't do that. And then I said, I was drawing a picture of my ancestor. Like, it's just, when you're cool to do, you may be cool. You have to have the ears to listen, right? It may creep you out when you're going through that dark night of the soul, but I didn't have nobody to like walk me through this shit. I was just keeping shit inside, right? Met strangers, understood it more, and I'm like, what is the coincidence of them coming across my path? So I'm, whoever's doing 100, I'm getting like, you may have experienced something. You just like, fuck. Listen, ain't no such thing as by chance. Everything happens for a reason, right? Timing is pushed back due to blockages. So you're right where you need to be, because imagine if you would have came into this abundance, came into these gifts, or had a better understanding when you were in a low vibrational state or around the wrong people. So they would have steered your ass towards the dark side or used it for their own good, right? So like I said, it happens for a reason. Okay, I keep hearing future. What the fuck they got going on? It says it's time. It's in the future, sometime in the future. Okay, we keep seeing future, future. Tell me about the future. I shouldn't be doing past, present, because I remember. I never even thought about that, but until now, like past, present, and future. I just realized. I passed this video today, and the lady was. I have a lot of beauty marks. The lady was talking about palm reading and how to read your own palm, but not your hand, but your line. So one thing I learned, she said, if you have, because I was sitting there looking at my this is early this morning before he threw my shit out the window. So I'm sitting there and I was looking at my wrist, like I have, like when I made this one, I said my beauty marks are, I know they're not by random, right? We all have features and things about ourselves that are placed like strategically. Like, what are the fucking odds, right? All of my beauty marks are just like placed strategically. It's just like one, and they look like not perfect, but if you look close, I'm sure they look like crooked. But for me, they look dot dot. And I was just looking at my thing. Let me tell you guys the crazy part. You may realize you may have gotten hurt as a child, and we going back to memories now. Remember, we started off with the seer and memories. You may have childhood memories of you getting hurt or riding a bike and falling off and busting your knee, and may have the scar to remind you of it, right? And it may come up for a reason, right? To show you something that took place at that time. Maybe that was a sign that you was being protected. So it was, I'd rather you bust your knee than bust your ass, right? So yeah, but the lady that was doing the palm was showing you how to read your own wrist. She said, I'm just passing the information along. So I have 1, 2, 3, right? She said those are our wrist bracelets or whatever, right? She said if you have 3 distinct ones, that mean you have strong protection. I have 3. One of them is faint, right? But the 3 look like they're your bracelets. If you have 2, um, and or okay, look, if you have the 3, we all have mainly 3, but some are faint, right? I definitely have that strong 2 protection. And then I have she said if you have a cut through one of them, that shows a major change. So if you look at your wrist and you see the bracelet lines, right? It's 2 to 3. It should be 3. I have 4 on this one and I have 3 on this one. She said if one of them are slashed through, mind you, a cat scratched me. If I could take off the fucking thermal, let me show you that. A cat scratched me, and I'm not sure if you guys could see. You see that line? But the cat is no longer. I gave that cat away. She scratched me, and that mark been there. You know how cat scratches go away. So the lady in the video was like, "Oh, if one of them is slashed through, that means you had a major shift in your life, right? If you have 2, you have 2 major shifts. That's how it goes." And like, it's crazy because I left where I was living after that cat scratched me, because on my way out when I found out I was pregnant, This was like in January around my birthday. Well, after my birthday, I found out. So I was already like 3 months. And I decided to, I've always been back and forth, left and came back, left and came back, moved to Florida, came back, right? But this time was different. This time, once I left, I did not go back because I knew it wasn't beneficial for me. But the cat scratched me, and definitely I can attest to, if you have a slash, I mean, you had some a major upheaval, right? And we're talking about somebody going through dark nights of souls, major shifts, major change. Um, this shit was so sudden, you may have been betrayed, right? In a way you never thought. You're still here because you're watching the video, but that shift had to happen. That tragedy had to happen. Let me put my filter back on because I got wings. Which filter was that? Let me see. Okay, it was the thermal. I like this one. So yeah, it had to happen. We talking about the future now. Let's pull some cards for the energy because that's not the first time it came out, right? So what do they have to? What do they need to know or look forward to? Right? We're gonna shuffle. Yeah, Buggy. Huh? Oh, he doing his ABCs. He didn't want me to ABC with his ass like now. I mean, right now, take a break, right? Take a break from niggas. Take a break from bitches. All of the above. Like, take a break. Hone in on your own. Hone in on your own. Yes, Buggin. Okay. Yeah, because you gotta shit the bill. You got the Knight of Cups. You gotta shit the bill. Hone in on your own energy. Like, you're at your beginning stages, especially if you just went through the dark night or so. Oh yeah, it's a minute before you might feel back like yourself, and I don't think you'll ever feel like yourself again. You know that song. I feel love me up a lot, and I feel like myself again. I mean, I feel like myself again. I'ma break every box they try to put me in. Got a lot of enemies that used to be my friends. So yeah, it'll be a minute. Like you'll be singing that shit soon, like you playing where you came from, like in your head, memories, right? So maybe this is for the future. Like once you get past this dark night of the soul phase, you'll be looking back, thankful, but then you'll be like, okay, it definitely happened for my betterment, right? That Knight of Cups energy is beginning phases. Like you're just getting your foot on steady ground, right? You're building a new foundation. And now it's funny because you already had the Wheel of Fortune come out the first time. The fact that you got it again after the Dark Night of the Soul shows that now that shit will turn in your favor, right? When you first got initiated or not initiated, see, I'm here initiated. Don't tell me I'm talking to no gangbang. It's like, but it's yeah. Once you got initiated, everything is initiated. I got this when I felt like I graduated, and nobody told me on the outside you graduated. It was a spiritual understanding. So I wound up getting this and this one like a few months later in Miami, just off the whim. And that showed, so the yin and yang was showing like, okay, now I have balance. Now I know what side to pull out when, right? And I know how to hear clearly. Now that will afford sometime in the future. So we asked about the future energy. Sometime in the future, this will turn back into your favor. You'll have more than what you lost. You'll have more than what you had to let go of. Now you got the king. Ooh, look at this shit. So you went from that Knight of Cups to getting your footing and trying to like figure out what the fuck is going on in your life to this Knight of Wands. You'll be back out there in the streets. I'm not sure if y'all can see it. Let me turn this up real quick. Because every time I see this car, I'm like, it be giving like you see it. So you'll be back in this energy real soon. But right now you need to pull back and worry about yourself. Don't worry about bitches. Don't worry about niggas. Like it's okay. You'll be okay. You don't need to be intimate with nobody right now. I'm just saying, like, you have to clear all of that negative energy out, that old energy out. You're inviting new in, right? You don't, that shit cannot go with you. It cannot go with you moving forward. Like that, every time I see this car, I be laughing because it's giving demon fucking somebody. Like, yes, Buggy. You have toothpaste? Come bring me it. Why do you have toothpaste? Come here. You have what? No, you don't. Let me smell your breath. Say ah. Ah. He trying to act like me. I was gargling some Listerine earlier, and he come in the bathroom looking at me. Yeah, at least you understand like how to gargle because he brushes teeth. I let him brush his teeth now, but every like once or twice a week I'll brush it for him. He hate when I brush his teeth, but he brushes teeth every morning. You know, we inside for a week and shit. Oh yeah, so yeah, you'll be back in that, and that was the key. That's not even the wands. That's the King of Pentacles. So you'll be manifesting real quick, right? And you'll know where to put those fruits, those Rory Wolves. Okay, let's see what else we have for them because they said it's in the future, sometime in the future. We want to know when. Raja picking a $1 shit. You may have $2 to your name. No, I'm but next you'll be having 2 mil. You feel me? 20,000, huh? Salud. What happened? I take another one. Yeah. Okay. That's your $2. Put it in your piggy bank. Oh yeah. You're being told because the Knight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles came out, right? And we seen recurring Pentacles, cups, like that's opportunities, that's you accepting new going towards new offers, new opportunities, new advancements, right? This Knight of Swords tells me that you might have to you're not just letting people go. You can't just cut them. Some of these motherfuckers, because everybody don't go willingly, right? Some of them you gonna have to speak your truth. Like you can't be around me porque like because of this, right? Salud. And you will be, and I see temptation out the corner of my eye. So you may be tempted to still try to make excuses for them or keep them around you, but you know is either you or them, right? See, if I got an option, I say this all the time. If it's an option between me or you, I'm choosing me every time. That's selfish, and I'm fine with that. But I love myself so much, I would not throw away with my opportunities for nobody, right? I will not just give in or throw away my life for nothing. I'm gonna keep it above. So yeah, you may be tempted to just bite your tongue, but no, you're being called to speak up, stand up for yourself. Trust you not gonna have to punch nobody out. It's okay. Like it don't always gotta go to the extreme, but you will speak your now you have the know-how to speak your mind. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up if anything resonates. Thank you. You will have the know-how to speak your mind without taking it to the extreme. You get it? Because you know, with some I used to be like this back in the day. Like I would be waiting for it was a pivotal point for me. I would be waiting for shit to come my way. Those be the worst people. It's like, you know, if somebody argues like you want to fight or not. Like, you know, if you my friend, I would never fight you. I've never fought a friend, right? I've never been that type of person. You see on Baddies, oh, if I have to fight my friend, no, I would never. I walk away before it even gets. Even if you try it, I'll walk away. I'll walk away. I'll play pussy, right? Because I really fuck with you. If I called you a friend, I treated you as family, and I saw you. See, I took that friend word to the heart because I didn't have none. I didn't have family like that. I lived with multiple people, right? So you may be that type of person. Fuck a friend. That's my bro. That's my sis, right? You look at these people because you don't just let anybody come in your space. So if they in your space, oh, you family shit. So you won't move as such, right? But you're in the time where no, you're attracting new kindred spirits who don't even have to put you in these situations. And if they do, they can hold themselves accountable because nobody's perfect. Shit will still happen. But they know how to hold themselves accountable, right? They're aware too. Now everybody got free will, everybody got a choice. So they can be aware at the moment you meet them and decide to like, fuck that shit. Those be the worst ones too. People who experience that dark night of the soul and have a chance to ascend and do better, but choose to use it for ill, right? To manipulate others. You don't want to be on that side of things because karma hit. We cannot do what you used to do. I can't do what I used to do because the consequences are different, right? That karma come instantly. So what happened? You know how to walk out here and come get what you want. Come out here, use your 2 feet. Okay, I'm gonna bring it to you. Hold on, mommy almost finished. I sat there. Stood there in the kitchen yesterday, right? Can you guys hear me? Oh, it's still on. I stood there in the kitchen and I gave him like a Kool-Aid. He comes by and that's why I'm like I do be getting pissed off because I'm like, and when he was one clean up, he's cleaning up. Now it's like he reverting. Huh? Okay, he had both. Excuse my belly. Hold on. My girl, tuck in your belly. Okay. I need a new filter change for that. So, what you say? You're welcome. Sure. Everybody in here. Someone told me to get on my Palo Santo. You know how I go. Let me put this back so y'all can see my picture of my ancestor right here. And not putting dishes in the sink. What's going on, Green? But yeah, what were we talking about? Yeah, let me let my Palo Santo. But the first shit I seen, we didn't even interpret this one. You know, you got a lot of fives at first. You got 55 time is frozen, meaning you're not moving. Someone may not be moving forward or backward. You may be in this like, okay, forced to just accept this. And this standstill also is for a reason because I've experienced that too, right? I'm no longer in that standstill energy, but when I was in the shelter, I felt like I was, even when I was enrolled in school, I didn't feel like I was moving forward or backward. It was just like shit was just, and I felt something coming. I knew I was moving soon. I was just like, because I'm like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. You know, he's in daycare, I'm working, I'm in school, I'm looking for apartments, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to, but it just was like, wasn't shit moving. And that's how you know your breakthrough about to come. I always keep my breakthrough card over there because before a breakthrough, shit gets either silent. But after the chaos, after the storm is like a silence. And then it's like, ah. So if you feel like ain't shit moving for you, just know it's right there sometime in the future. The future could be tomorrow, next week, right? It's still not today. Any day after today is the future. I can't see what's gonna happen tomorrow. Sometimes shit. I'm not even gonna sit here and cap sometimes. But I also can't see my future. And that's what I had to realize. Like we get insight, the seer, right? I am the seer. You may be the seer too. So you think because you get insight, I get insight that we supposed to know how our future gonna turn out when that would be no fun if you knew exactly how your life gonna go. You know which direction you want to go in. You know what you want to accomplish out of life, right? Be a goal setter. If you set those goals, write it down to visualize it. Whatever you have to do, take a fucking picture, do a vision board, a collage. Trust, because when I was at a point where I was manifesting freely when I was before that dark night of the soul, I was manifesting shit left and right. Like it felt like my life was butter for a second. Eat good, bad, ugly. I still had a smile on my face at the end of the day. But now this time it hits a little different, and it seemed like the manifestations get a little slower because I know what I need to do. So you know what you need to do too. But this is just confirmation, just in case you're doubting yourself, right? Um, Not only will you don't need other people to always tell you. Like I said, this stands still so you can learn to hear clearly and see for yourself with, you know, if confirmation comes, you're like, yeah, I already knew that shit. Now you can say it confidently, right? What else do the people need to know? Somebody may be giving you something, right? I don't know. Somebody you may have to leave behind or maybe passing or because I see passing. So somebody passed by maybe giving you something, right? Or pass by your crib or somebody leave you something that passes away, God forbid, you know. I like to speak. If it's his will, let it be done. But like I said, for something, I said this earlier too. Sometime in order for you to win, people have to go. And that's just the harsh reality. It don't sound good, right? But words is fucking words. I can make it sweeten it up, but it's still the same result, right? For every baby that's born, someone must pass. New comes in, the old goes out. You got two that just fell out. Let's see what the fuck these is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Yeah, you definitely came out of conflict because I see this 4 of Cups and I'm just thinking about the woman chapter. So yeah, this is past energy. And I said, what can they expect to your breakthrough is here, definitely. This the breakthrough card. This is not the traditional tarot, but I keep my breakthrough, my old breakthrough card. There is the sword going through the crown, right? And then a bird. This one, Ace of Swords. Like you're definitely going through a major breakthrough, and you're gonna be surprised. Maybe even cry. You may not be that person to cry or like to be seen showing too much emotions. I don't know if you want to be a gangster or not, but it's okay to cry. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to celebrate yourself, right? Go get yourself a cake with a candle, right? It don't even got to be a birthday shit. Okay, well, all these aces, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, like, come the fuck through. You gonna be celebrating real soon, whoever this is. It's like, okay. I'm see everything that come to mind. I don't like to say I'm sorry. I'm not that type of person. I be shy to talk about certain shit, right? If it ain't, but it's on YouTube still, so I am aware of that. But we got a bunch of wands here, and I was telling somebody about themselves. So yeah, somebody will be celebrating, and you might have somebody to celebrate with. That's all I'm saying, right? That's all I'm saying. Your ancestors want you to know that they got you. It's okay. You do not have to be afraid to take this leap of faith. It will work out in your favor. You have plenty options coming. Not all of them will benefit you, right? Some of them are tests to see if you learned those lessons you needed to learn during that dark night of the soul. But you'll be prepared, trust. Like I said, if it's ever between you and somebody else, choose you every time. If I could give you any advice, because I feel like my last little test, right? I saw it coming too, but I still did the right thing, even though it seemed wrong. Like, oh, then you fell for the trap. Like, no, I did not. I actually, the person who set the trap got fucking stuck in it themselves, right? People expect us to see when people try to trap you, set you up, trick you. They always dig that grave for themselves, right? They expect you to respond a certain way. They expect you to move a certain way, and you just was cool. They don't understand that you really tapped in. Like you was cool to take another route. Like you always go left. You always take this block to the store. Walk 2 blocks over and then make a right, right? And that's nothing but spiritual protection. Like we got two that fell out. Let's see what they talking about. All these fucking aces, like, yeah, you're not playing. You'll be celebrating real soon. It's a countdown. It's a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Like it's definitely a countdown. I want to see. We done with these shits. Let's see. Because this is sometime in the future. No, we want to know when. About around what time? Around what time? Like, let us know. Shit, I want to know. This ain't my energy. Sometime, and if I be hating, like, okay. Oh, the one fall out. Sometime in the future. No, I want to know an exact date. That's the type of person I am. Like, don't keep me guessing. I used to hate surprises. Like, don't do that. Because especially back then, before I went through that dark night of the soul, I'm thinking you trying to lie me. Like, I always take shit to the extreme because if you it's PTSD, right? If you always predator visuals, really? Well, shit, be very afraid then. But back in the day, I used to because PTSD, when you experience traumatic shit over and over and over and over and over again, and somebody got a good surprise for you, especially around that time, and you ain't go through no dark night of the soul or no major awakening, you won't think they trying to set you the fuck up. The filter. It's not predator. This is I got dirty dishes back there. Like, what you want to see them for? That's what I'm saying. We could be underwater with it. We could be swimming with the fish. Like, let me see. I just wanted to try the filter. Yeah, let's do the big hand. So back in so yeah, like I said, but you now when I used to be right, I used to it's already late. Remember them days? I used to have a TikTok and I'd be like, remember the big head filter? That's where I first seen it at. But yeah, nah, I don't want y'all looking at my face that close. Goodbye. Okay, it's a party. Cause remember, you about to celebrate. You about to celebrate. It looks lag, right? Hello, hello. Oh yeah, it look a little lag. It's lag. Oh, that shit was lagging bad over there. Don't have me keep switching it up. Let's do blue retro. That's ugly. I like that one. Yeah, cause you got tunnel at this time. Whoever I was talking to, I said it's coming soon. We trying to see when this shit coming. The reason I brought up the story about um niggas surprising you, like even back in the day, like when, like I said, when you was in your low vibrational self or not as aware, and you always gotta move tactical, or you always like, especially in New York, niggas just natural. If you come here and lived here for over a certain amount of time, you will have PTSD just because crackheads be on time and niggas in the train. You always see somebody wilding, so you always be on point, right? Be on your toes, like be prepared for the worst and expect the best. But if somebody surprise you now, it's like, thank you. If somebody surprise you now, you'll be genuinely surprised. You may be like me. You may not like surprises. Just tell me what the fuck it is. I don't want to know sometime in the future. I want to know exact date. So let's get an exact date because this may be for you. This me and the producer. Okay. This may be for you. Let's see what date this is. It's giving next week looks promising. So next week may be that door, that first door opening up for you, right? Leading to this. 37, maybe 37, maybe 38. They saying next week looks very promising for you. So that'll be the start of something, right? That'll be the first phase of your surprise. See, when the universe surprises you, it be like shit back to back to back sometime, right? And that don't mean you stop going through trials, right? And tough times, but you already been through the worst already. So now moving forward, everything else is a walk in the park. You equipped, right? You made it through that jungle phase, through that survival mode. We still have to survive, but now you're not. That's not your main focus because you are balanced. You know how to survive regardless. What he said, what she said, survive in the wildest conditions. Like you already know how to do that. I'm getting to pull this pink card. It's the time to take act. It's the right time to take action. 6, right? So this is somebody who may 6 is significant. Like you may be born on the 6. The 6th is June, but it's saying it's the right time to take action. So do what you need to do. You know what that is. I don't know too much about it. I'm just saying overall, right? Sometimes I get specific, sometimes I don't. I the other night I dream names, but like when I'm getting these like visions in my head or like daydreams of some sorts, like I said, I could read a book and imagine the whole scenario playing out like a movie. So if I'm imagining this situation, I just see like clips, like almost like a movie. But when I dream, I got a name the other day. I wrote it down on my whiteboard and I had called my sister. I said, do you know somebody named Goose? Do you know somebody named it said Goose, Roger, and Honey. Now I got a sister named Honey. So I'm like, I already knew who that was, but the 3 names came up, Goose, Roger, and Honey. But I never get nobody's name or maybe age or maybe date, right? But never like when I'm doing these readings, I don't pick up on nobody's name, none of that shit. Where you live, none of that. Just about what the fuck you're dealing with at the time. That's it for the most part, right? Or anything guide or message or advice you may need. Because at the end of the day, it's just advice, right? It's just insight and sometimes foresight, meaning before that shit actually happens. Dropping it then next. Look, so I picked it's the right time to take action. You got 6. Next you got 12. Threes, right? They said is it come in threes, but this mess is like a 12. I said that in my song. If you wonder where I got that shit from, I said it. So 6, 12, 18, like, okay. So that's getting every week. Every week. That may be new deposits every week, like Friday, next Friday. So you may be getting a new source of income. That's what I'm thinking about, like deposits, right? I don't know what you, but now's the right time. If you was thinking about, like I said, I to go back to, and I have them shoes in my shopping cart. Should I buy it? And I need a blatant sign on yes or no. Like I need straight to the point. I don't need a like maybe like when I before I bought the candles, I got that go ahead in my spirit to do it, right? Because I kept it was in my cart for a little minute, and I'm like shit. I kept contemplating like, am I gonna sell these candles for real? Because I didn't try to sell a bunch of shit before. But it just ain't work out. So yeah, you'll get that confirmation, and you know definitely now if you've been contemplating, do that shit, right? Whether it's starting a clothing or putting a song out, do that shit. Okay, so we got ourselves Fury. We got ourselves Fury. I'm talking to grown people only, right? If you, it's we don't judge people for going through the dark night of soul, because we all know if you've been through that dark night where shit, you just feel like you living your normal life, and then I didn't die, then what the hell? Maybe that's how you know definitely dark night of the soul, like a bunch of towers, a bunch of shit happening. So I don't, I just I feel bad because they, everybody don't have that person around them or even pass a video. Some people go crazy off a dark night of the soul too. Some people never be the same. Like while we just happen to be it's like going through how they describe the valley of the shadow of death, right? It's like almost going through that tunnel, and you got to find your way out that tunnel. So some people do get fucked up within that tunnel going through that dark night of the soul, but and never come back the same. But we're grateful because we went through it, and we had a mustard. That's all it takes, a small seed of hope. Whether we knew if we was gonna make it out or not, we had that little. What set us apart from those? We had faith in the unseen. We had hope in the unseen. Right? We felt our protection because of circumstances. Look, I get the stutter. Circumstances that have happened in our past that showed us. Wait, it's not just reality. It's more to reality. It's shit beyond reality. Like I said, you may have been a person who had gifts from young, right? And now that you're out of this dark night of the soul, you may have be thinking about these old memories like, wait, so they was playing in my face the whole time? So they knew what I was going through and chose not to help me or guide me through it? Yeah, make new memories. Okay, y'all, we made it to an hour. We to an hour. We to an hour. I appreciate you guys for supporting me. When I say these past few months, I started YouTube when I was in the shelter. I've deleted videos too because I'm like, I was real conscious about what I did, and I'm a perfectionist, so I've always wanted to show the best version of myself, right? I could have chose to like do clips and try to portray this something, but you guys get the full me, the authentic me, right? It's other sides to me too, but of course, everything isn't meant. Thank you for the support. Everything isn't meant for the internet, but you guys really get the authentic version of me. And now that I decided to take it serious after, I'm like, okay, I just went through another like shift when whatever. I don't want to mention it because niggas ain't getting no attention from me, no energy. But I know I be chatting. But recently, I just went through another change, not last year, the end of last year, before this new year came in, and mind you, I turned 30 this year, January. My birthday be here and then done, right? Fucking I had to do something like my belief, it showed me that my beliefs aren't the same, right? And I'm not talking about religion, just different values I had before in the past. I get it now. Like when it comes to certain shit still remain the same, but I just had to do something that I thought wasn't in my, but I survived it, right? Cried it out, whatever the fuck I needed to do at the moment. And I moved on. Like, everything isn't meant to have an imprint on your heart, protect your heart, right? Every situation you go through, you don't need to have your heart wide open any fucking way. Have your brain open, have your eyes open, right? But if no feelings be involved, nothing can. And I'm not even talking about relationships. I'm just talking about, Because I was about to, it was a trap. I already seen that shit coming before I even entertained the fucking thought, right? But it was a test to see if I would accept similar behavior. So you may be tested too, right? We all with that don't stop just because you overcame the major one. Now you could see that shit. You could smell it from a mile away before you even see the person that's coming to try to test you. Like if you had a drug addiction and you overcame that shit, right? Okay, you'll be tested again. Like now you definitely you quit for like 2 years now, right? I'm just giving an example of the test. Like you quit smoking cigarettes. I always gotta use cigarettes as an example because I'm glad I one and done, right? But now you're past that and people will come your way to see like or something that happened so bad where it'd be like, shit, I want a cigarette. The shit you used to run to, right? And it's that be a test to see if you really are going to use something that's not good for you to cope, or are you going to learn other ways to transmute that energy, right? So now we all go through shit, but it's not meant to scar us. Everything isn't, right? Most of the shit that you went through, like I said before the Dark Night, so that shit leave an imprint on you. But you a person that you got better shit coming in where you won't forget a lot of those memories, right? Because it's still fresh for some of us. So it's like, okay, if it's only been a year or two. So people be like, oh, think time fixes shit. No, time don't always fix shit. You have to fix it yourself. You have to be willing to say like, okay, I'm gonna make new memories so those old ones could dissipate out my mind or go to the back, right where they belong. They don't need to be right at the forefront. You don't need to keep dwelling on shit that happened, right? I'm to a point where I could wait. I'll call that. I'm to a point um where I'm to a point where I can what the fuck? Cause my phone just went. I'll call back. Like damn. Hold on. I just I'm about to hold on. Yeah, my phone keep ringing. I'm so sorry, but I'm to a point where I can wake up. I'm sorry, my phone keep ringing. Who doing the face? Hold on, I'm on live. Like earlier, my sister was calling. Earlier, my mother was calling. Like, anyways. But yeah, well, I could wake up and not be affected by past traumas and shit, and that's where you want to be, right? Make new memories, find new reasons to be happy, and anytime those memories come up, show yourself extra love, show yourself extra grace. It's okay, like I clean every day. It's okay not to skip a day, right? Because I'm saying that for me, skip a day. Yes, discipline is needed in this season, right? Self-love especially. That's how you combat a lot of energy that come your way. And it will be people thinking about you. It will be people trying to get back into your energy. It will be people trying to latch onto you because they have no choice but to watch you ascend, right? So it's your job to see it for what it is and combat that shit. Like, no, you give people access to you who you know will not try to bring you back to what you came from. They can't, even if they try, right? We see people who move on and make new memories and they then upgraded and then something tragic happens because they turned back. See, I talk about turning back all the time. I've done it, but once you get to a certain point, God knows what point I'm at, right? And even if I look, that ain't mean I turned. I just look at my peripheral, right? Just look at the peripheral. I ain't turn my neck. I ain't walk, take that step back. So yeah. Be blessed, you guys. I'm done on live for the night because yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah, deuces. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. Sending love your way. Awareness your way. Understanding your way. I'm gonna come off this. Let's turn the thermal off. See you guys next time on the Robin Show. Goodbye.